out in a way. It's gotta be your energy because I don't want the others. Like, time's up for me now. Like, I can't do anything with just my energy alone. I have to combine it with someone else's now. So in terms of me taking photos, like certain photos now that I need to like resonate like, because I like, even when I don't speak, like, um the message is usually really important, right? Like, you guys can pick up more on what I don't say than what I do say. So like, um it's important. I just need a second pair of hands. I can't really explain right now, but like, it has to be your energy until like, because I can sense the others, but I gotta wait. And then another thing too, when I sense the others' energy, make sure like, I don't want anyone saying anything bad about you. Okay, like, every time like I hear your name coming out of someone else's mouth, I hear the word problematic, and I fucking hate that, because if they knew how much you have done and will do for me, like, I like, it pisses me off. Um, yeah, so don't let anyone fucking say anything bad about you. Piss me off. Um, what else is there? The spirit that sent me this told me to brush my hair often. Oh yeah, that's right. Her energy. She promised she would brush my hair until she didn't want to no more. Good. I don't gotta cut my hair now. I can wait. Um. Oh, okay. I forgot to tell both you and Ian. I hope he didn't leave. Um. I lit green candles last video. If you guys have, I just wanna see something. I don't know if I should tell Ian to do this, but I knew for sure I gotta tell you to do this. I only have birthday candles here with me, right? But if you can get a pillar candle, make sure it's green. I don't know what shade. She's not specific. She sent me this and I had those. Make sure it's green and light it when it gets dark. Don't light it during the day. And if there's anything specific you want to write on it, you can. Right? People use pillar candles because you can write in them, right, as it's burning. Um, Test it for me and see if anything unusual happens. Okay? I can't do that here because this isn't my space. If this space was my own, I could do whatever the fuck I wanted, but I gotta be careful what's going on here. If you're by yourself, yeah, if you're by yourself, make sure when you light the candle or say whatever prayer or whatever that you involve my name there, right? Because you're doing it as a favor for me. Make sure it's green, make sure it's dark, make sure if you're gonna write on it, you make sure you imply that I told you to do it, right? Because if anything goes wrong, they'll come back to me, okay? If they have a problem, they can take it up with me. Yeah, tell me what ends up happening. I can't. I want to try. I want to test it out here now, but I can't. I did the first 3 here. I didn't feel any difference. I don't know if it's because I didn't write on them, or because I didn't light them at night, right? So, okay, what else do I gotta tell you? I think that's all the important stuff. Now I can focus on like career work stuff, right? I hope that's not a lot. That's already a. I was supposed to tell you all this stuff as it was going on, but I didn't want to like interrupt whatever you're doing now, right? If I give you everything at once, you'll probably know how to prioritize your time better. Okay, I don't need my phone no more. Okay. Okay, what do I need to tell you now? Okay, this is important for you to know now. What I told you just now might not happen till like a couple years from now. Like me dying, I feel like it'll happen maybe when I think the spirit said 40 or something. They said I'm going to die young, so I don't know. I don't know if it's because I look young or like I don't know, right? Because I still everyone says I'm 26 right now, and everyone says I look like I'm 16. So I don't know by the time I'm 40 if I still look like I'm 20 something, right? Um, the spirit said I die young, so I don't know if they said when I hit 40 or something around there, right? Which means I'll finally look 20, but um, okay. So you would think by the time I reach my last lifetime, I would figure out like everything by now. But how do I fucking explain this? So the place I see in my sleep, I saw it burn down. That place was my home. For a place to be my home, I have to maintain that space, right? But because I wasn't there, it went straight to shit as usual. So I don't want to build up a place that I can't maintain. Um, the spirits gave me and you a nickname too. I can't tell you that over here because I don't want any of the others saying anything. Um, that place where that was my home. Flowers found me there, right? I had a dream he was looking for me. He actually went out of his way to look for me, right? I don't remember why. Like I don't understand. It bothers me that I don't understand why the energy, like his, why the connection's so important. He went out of his way to find me, and then I remember when I did meet Flowers. Um, he's technically supposed to be my guardian angel, but because you're limited in what you can do there, he chose not to. But he still stays by my side. Um, Flowers told me to live happily, right? It pisses me off because I'm like, how am I supposed to fulfill that? Um, he always does everything I want. He never complains. Like in real life, all my requests are so simplistic, and people are incapable of like doing them, right? Like I could tell you I want like a bottle of water, and that's too much for someone here to do. But Flowers will go out of his way and be like, what kind of water you want? You want this, or this, right? Like he goes out of his way to do things for me. So I feel because now when I die, I'm supposed to go look after Flowers now, right? I told him because I was so pissed at him for finding me. I was in that place that burned down. That place, I was in a place where no one could find me, right? Because I hate people. I've said this so many times. It was fine. It was so freeing to finally be in a space where like it's just me, right? And some of the others are gonna be like, "What the hell?" They hate being alone, but for me, it's not being alone. Like it felt good to be away from everything that caused me pain, right? So Flowers went out. He showed me this when he was sleeping because I accidentally felt that energy. He went out of his way. I don't know how many days or how long it took him, but he eventually found me. Um, he's supposed. I don't know. I know you're gonna believe me, but the others aren't gonna believe me when I say this. Okay. Um, Flowers. I had it. I said this over video. Like everything's starting to make sense. So I said this over video like way back when I started. Right. I said I had a dream where I dreamt I signed a contract. Right. Flowers is the one who's supposed to be alive. He said he gave me another chance to, I don't remember what he was saying, but he said like this is my, he brought like, I don't know. He allowed me to live is the point, right? I think I was supposed to look after him, but instead he swapped it around, right? So now I'm alive and Flowers is like the spirit watching over me. It's supposed to be the other way around because I've watched over some of you for so long. Um, So right now, like Flowers, like does everything for me, right? Like he'll never complain if I tell him like I need to go do this and that. He'll help me and he'll figure out a way, right? This is why I feel so connected to Flowers because we're so. I don't know, I feel comfortable around him even though like I don't understand why. So when I die, right before like after before I even had the grapevine dream, I already in my mind I already wanted to um, reverse the situation going on here, right? I wanted to when I die, Flowers is gonna live, and then I get to look after him as a guardian, right? I was pissed at him though because I told him how mad I was at him for letting me live, right? Because I told him I was happy in the place I was in. Why did you bring me to this hell, right? I was so pissed at him. I told him he's gonna start off life in a hospital bed with two broke legs. That's what I told him. So I don't know if he's scared that I said that now. So I feel obligated for Flowers now, right? But the other day I was talking to him and I was telling him like, because it feels like betrayal. I don't want to like up and ditch him after he did so much for me, right? He told me if looking after him is not what I want, he said do what I want, right? He always lets me do what I want. Um, so I told him, okay, so we're still discussing through this, right? Because they said when I die, I'm going to end up. I told you guardian angels and stuff end up as butterflies, and they have. I hate that. So they're trying to figure out um, what I'm going to end up as, right? Like right now, they're settled on a cardinal. So when I die, he said I'm going to be a bright red motherfucking bird, and that pissed me off because I was like, I hate red. And I hate everyone always says around here that I'm a bird in a cage, right? A cage bird, so I hate that already. But compared to everything else, like I don't know. He said cardinals live because he's got to satisfy my other conditions, right? So I said I want to stay in a wintry climate. I like snow, right? So he said cardinals live in snowy climates. So he said that would work. So I don't know. We haven't like finalized anything yet. But he said when I die, I'll turn into a cardinal for a bit before I go off and do whatever I gotta do. And there's people I gotta go see too. Um. Anyways, my point being, I told Flowers because I had a dream where, like, I've seen you cry for me, and things. So I had a dream, and in the dream, it's a with everybody else, I can sense their goals, right? You can get those done in like one or two lifetimes, but with you, your energy feels. I don't know what the heck it's bothering me. I don't know what you're working on that takes a handful of lifetimes to get done because I feel like when you pass, I was so pissed at you. Okay, that one day I thought you were gonna die. I was so distraught. I was just about to go to sleep and I heard that news and I felt like my whole body sank because I don't trust to tell anybody else any of this, right? Your guardian angel I met that night. Um, I can't tell you if it's I can't tell you anything about your guardian angel because it kept itself hidden from me. But it's really by the book. When your guardian angel showed up, it told me it needed my energy to help you heal, right? And I was like, oh my god, take all of it. Just make sure you don't die. I was so pissed. I wasn't thinking properly, right? Your guardian angel explained to me that like it's using the energy of two other people to help you, and it just needed like this much of my energy, right? This much of my energy to catalyze or like whatever, mix that energy together so that you'd be okay. And when it told me this much, I was asking, I was like, why the heck is it only this much? Don't you need more than like a fistful? He said, your guardian told me like, if it takes more than this amount, I'll feel an intense amount of pain, right? So it took that much energy from me, and then I heard you recovered and you're okay. So I was like, oh my fucking god. But they told me if stuff like that happens, they're not gonna, because I can tell when someone's about to die, but I never had any situation where someone was um like it was a warning to me, right? That like this person could potentially die, and I didn't fucking like that at all. Usually when they do that, it's to wake up the other person, but I don't know why they did that to you, and it pissed me off so much. Um. Anyways, yeah, I'm not the one that saved you, but my energy, like I could feel they drew some energy from me to offset the pain. Fuck, what was I talking about before that? Um, what was I just saying? Fuck. You're not allowed to die either, okay? I'm gonna be really pissed at you guys if you die and leave me in this hell. It's already bad enough that I have to watch you guys' lifespans, but then watching you guys die one by one while I have to keep continuing to live pisses me off. Because I hate having to. I gotta keep dealing with all these funeral type. I don't like it. Anyways, um, I met with your guardian. I didn't get. Your guardian's really by the book, so you have to tell. I want to say him, right? Because it's hard for me to keep saying without using pronouns. Tell your guardian angel that you give it permission to speak with me. Okay. He's not gonna show up otherwise. Like you have to be okay with him not being there for. He won't leave your side, so you have to tell him. You gotta be specific with it, like what time, when to be back, that kind of thing. I guess when you light that candle, you can do that. Um, yeah, tell it when it's allowed to come see me. Cause we need to go over the rules, fucking idiotic, stupid motherfucking spirit rules. I need to go over that a little bit more. So have it come see me. Um, yeah. Anyways, back to the cardinal situation. Flowers said, okay, so hold on. Okay, so in my dream the other day, like after I had the dream about the grapevine, I dreamt I saw because every dream I have with you right now is either of something that's already happened or something that will happen, right? But then this dream was different because I dreamt you're a child in the dream. So I'm assuming this is like the next lifetime, right? This has to be a few over. You're a child in the dream. You're you're crying. I don't know if they're the people picking on you. You're crying in the dream, right? And I'm not alive, right? And oh god. You're crying in the dream. I don't know what's going on. People are picking on you. It feels, I don't know. And I'm not alive. I'm watching you like how I used to watch everybody else, right? Also, you're the spiritually strongest from the others. This is why I'm telling you this. After I had this dream, I'm watching over you like I do with the others. And then after I guess all the teasing and stuff happens, you're like alone and you're crying and I hear you call out for me. And then as soon as that happened, I never left your side, but I don't know if you it's strange. It's not like if you die and go the next lifetime over. This is like a couple of years later, so you shouldn't be able to remember me at all. I woke up crying because how could it had to be like at least 5 more lifetimes afterward and you still remember me. Oh my god. So after I had that dream, I told flowers. I told I told flowers I wanted to, fuck. Oh my god. This is why I need fucking crystals. I hate feeling fucking emotional. I told flowers like, because I feel like I'm betraying flowers. I want to like I'm obligated to stay and look after flowers. But I heard you call for me, so I told flowers I want to stay and watch over you. That's what I told him, and he said okay. And there was no resistance on any of like the. I thought the spirits would tell me no, right? And there's like no resistance on anybody's side. And they said if that's what I want to do, they said it's okay. So when I die, right? Because after you bury me under the grapevine, and then you burn that after a year, and then I turned into a motherfucking cardinal. I don't know how that works. I dreamt like as a bird now, right? I'm in the body of a bird. I don't know if I still have the ability to remember you or anything, but like there's something I like something familiar, right? And as a bird, I dreamt that I keep flying over to check on you, right? Because in my dream, I dreamt you were crying, holding this album, looking out the window, looking at me, or maybe because you burnt the tree and that's why you're crying. I don't know, but like I'm a bird now, and I keep coming to visit you, so I don't know if that's what I'm seeing now. um, I fly in and check in on the others every so often, but every time it's like nighttime, I come back to see you, and then during the day, I leave and go wherever. Because I felt that room that you're gonna sage, I felt like you left the window open for me to come in and out. Or maybe not a window, but there was, I don't know. I also dreamt that like me and you have like the longest like I'm on my phone and the chat back and forth. The messages are so long. I can feel you panic when I don't message you back right away. Like I like you guys' energy right now because you guys understand the concept of space. But then if I take too long, you start to panic. Hmm. Okay, anyways, that's all stuff that'll happen later. It's not gonna happen now, but I'm prepping you that for now because I know what's going to happen. Okay? Um Okay, let's focus on what's happening now. Um I let you know that fuck, what was I saying? Oh, I forgot to tell Ian not to cry. I felt his energy cry after I was fuck. After I said everything I just said. You guys tell him not to cry. Or no, I can't tell you guys that. I can't tell you guys how to feel. I can only tell you I prefer that you didn't cry. Jeffrey, I need someone level-headed to help me here. The others are too fucking emotional, which isn't a bad thing, but like in my case, it'll be a challenge here. I need to tell you what I need to tell you now. Is a handful of things I need to tell you now. It's taking too fucking long. Uh-huh. I gotta tell you about that book over there, which is why I bought it. That's a whole nother anecdote I gotta give you, but I'll tell you about that garden thing later. Um, I keep hearing other languages in my sleep, but I can't differentiate between Spanish and Italian. If it's Spanish, can you help me there for like however you can? Like just hearing the words, as long as I can get used to some of them, then I'll know what I'm hearing. Um, Add to the list that I want to eat ice cream with you. And then the energy at night's scary. Like here where I am now, I'm like the scariest thing in the dark. But like where you guys are, I'm kind of scared. I gotta move around. I have to move around more during the day. Hmm. One of the things we're gonna work on requires my energy. Because I don't know if you can piece together all the clues I gave you to figure out what it is without me saying anything. Or you might need me later. Okay, what else is there? I'll help you guys the best I can now, right? Because I told you, make out of time. You gotta make use of the time I don't have. Okay, I gotta talk about the book. And I gotta talk about. Okay, hang on. I had a dream. I don't know if you're moving in that direction. I hope you are because it's so exciting. Oh, I had to. Hold on. Okay, I need to talk about. Okay, hang on. Fuck, the boxes are over there. Okay, I'll talk about the boxes and the garden and stuff another day. Okay, anyways, I had a dream where every time I'm with you, it's like crowded places are like dead quiet, right? Like if we're in a mall, it's like you shut down the whole mall just so I can have a good time there. Or like, you know, so in this dream, I dreamt we're like at like a runway, right? Like one of those fashion show type things, you know, where there's a hell ton of people and cameras and it's dark and oh my god, I don't like that energy. We're in that place and I'm like, you're talking to whoever. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's the designer or like the person in charge of the space or whatever. You're talking to that person. You invited me there. Every time you're working on something, I can feel you check in with me on it. Anyways, so you're talking to this person. You invite me, and instead of me standing and listening to what's going on, I'm like in the dream. I'm roaming about the place to see what's going on. Right? Because when I'm in a new space, I have to figure out which part of the room I feel comfortable in. I did that. I did that on my first day of uni too. All of the other students look so weird at me because I stood in that like when I went to my first uni room or all the rooms. If I'm not fucking late, I fucking I feel out the energy in the entire room to figure out what place is good for me, right? And I don't move from that spot, so I um yeah. So I'm doing the same thing in the dream now, right? I'm trying to figure out where is my best placement in this place. So uh after I do that, I get back to you and you're holding up. I don't know, can you draw? Oh my god, is my phone dying? No, why is it slowing down? What the hell? Are we out of space now? It's slowing down. Okay, hold on. Let me offload this footage since it's like fucking 3 hours, and I'll get I'll get back to you for like the last half hour. Hang on.